Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Kimberley.
I'm here with Lisa Shepard, otherwise known as the Boss Lady.
I love
Can you
this.
see that? Yes, I want this. But
Everyone does.
You appear to be anything but bossy, though.
This is why I find this funny.
Okay.
So one of my staff brought this into me, and I just cracked up because I don't think I'm the bossy boss. So sometimes I tell people I have to look at the sign to remind myself.
Yeah, I think it's great because that talks to your sense of humor. So it says you're boss lady, so you must be boss of something. What's your role at Durham College?
I'm the Dean of International Education, and I think I have the best job at Durham College. I get to work with international students. I get to work with students, domestic students who want to go abroad, maybe for the first time ever to go abroad for international education experiences.
Yeah.
We get to work on international development projects in different countries around the world. I get to work with faculty. I have a beautiful team of bright, engaged, excited people.
Looking at this wall in their office, I'm not sure what it is. It's got lots of country names on it.
Let me tell you about this wall.
Okay,
so
sure.
This is a whole whiteboard wall that we had painted with this whiteboard paint.
Yeah.
Everything that I worry about and think about and new initiatives and things that I want to do go from my head to the wall.
Nice idea.
And that's how we action them. Then we can have meetings. So we have the boardroom here. We can talk about here are the things that I'd like to be working on. All my team members sort of have their little things on here. So
it's such a bright, beautiful space to work in too. So
it is. It brings me joy. That's just a bonus. But it's also our potluck room. So on every few weeks we organize something where everybody brings a dish and we have a nice lunch together.
That's great. When I walked in here today into the international office, there was so much energy and people talking with one another and helping the students. I don't know. It's just a nice buzz, a nice vibe.
I'm glad to hear you say that because I feel like what we want to create and what I've talked to the team about is we want to create, this is the home for the students. So if you walk in here, you're coming into our living room and you're going to sit down and have a conversation. Do you feel welcome? Do you feel taken care of? Do you feel like your family's here? That's the atmosphere we want to create. I was actually born in New Brunswick, and then so I've lived around a little bit in Canada. Like I lived in New Brunswick, and then I moved to the States for a while, and then I lived in Saskatoon for 15 years and made that my home. But my ex-mother-in-law said to me once, she said, "I believe in blooming where you're planted."
Oh, that
stuck with me. I'm like, you put down the roots and you grow and you thrive wherever you are. So we're taking that with me. But it's not easy to move across the country. And so I was experiencing things when I moved here like homesickness and loneliness and some of these things. And so when I talk to our students who come in, I say, you know what? If I experience that moving across my country, I can't imagine how you experience it moving across the planet. And it gives me a lot of empathy for what that feels like. And I try to, when I meet with students, sometimes if I sense there's something but we're not sure what's going on, sometimes I'll probe around that. It's okay. Are you making friends here? Do you have people here? How do you feel? Are you homesick? And often students will open up and talk about that stuff.
We recently received a poster on a program that you guys just put in place, which I think is really cool. So could you talk about it?
Yes. So the program is called CoPilots. We piloted CoPilots this term, so in the January semester, and we had 10 students take part in the CoPilots program. So what it is it pairs two students of different cultural backgrounds.
Okay, I love it.
And they have to work together. They have a journal, or they do different sort of ways to sort of record their experiences. They have to attend cultural events together. They have to meet together a couple of times a month. They do a group activity called Stammtisch, which is a German word that means something like gathering together sort of thing. So they gather together and sort of talk about the experience. I had the co-pilots in my office last week. Some of them, not all of them could make it. And we gave them certificates of completion of the program. They get a co-curricular credit, which means on their co-curricular record it says that they've been part of this program and they've done so many hours. And it's a sort of a nice little add-on to their CVs or to their transcripts. And they all spoke about friendship and about making this connection. And there were 2 girls, and they were sitting just right there, just sort of right where we are.
Yes.
And one of them grew up in Dubai, and the other grew up in Iran. Okay. So 2 different cultural backgrounds, that sort of thing. And they said we became best friends. And they said we never would have met each other without the CoPilots program.
Oh my goodness.
And that to me was like,
it was
I felt like, this is why we do it. This is why we do this, and this is why it's important. We have to keep doing it.
I always ask a fun fact. I know you've shared quite a few, like how many places you've lived in Canada.
Yeah.
But is there another fun fact you'd be willing to share with us?
Another fun fact. I don't know how fun it is, but it was a good coincidence. So I have one son. He's 19 years old, and he's my favorite human. So I always tell him I get that. So I love to hear that. So when he was looking for schools, he said, I think I'm interested in Trent University.
Okay.
And I said, oh, why is that? And he's like, well, I looked and I found this program, and he said, it's really something I'd like to do. And I said, oh, that's great. This was before I applied here. So I was in Saskatoon. He was planning on coming to Trent. And then when I got the interview for Durham, I texted him, I said, hey, you're not going to believe this, but I got this interview, and there's like a slight, little itty bitty chance that we might be in the same area. And then it all worked out. And so he's in Peterborough, and I'm here. Yeah.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for introducing yourself to the LinkedIn community. And I have several people in my LinkedIn network that I know are living abroad and would be very, very interested in watching this video.
Wonderful. Okay, Thank you so much for the opportunity, Kimberley. I hope you'll come back and visit more often.
I will, especially when there's potluck.
Okay, sounds good.
So connect with Lisa on LinkedIn and reach out to her if you have questions about international
education here at Durham College. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a mouthful. Thanks a lot, Lisa.
Okay, thank you.